Beginning thoughts.
You can sage the audience.
Yeah. Saging you guys out there. This is psychic development or psychic and intuitive development class featured in Merrrcury Retrograde. Would you like to be saged? That was you. Would you like to be saged?
Yeah.
Would you like your feet? Oh my gosh, my note is literally running so bad. Sorry, my bad. They were flowing.
Yeah, they are flowing.
All right, we're about to begin, guys. Why do I always go British?
It's like the go-to.
It really
It's
is.
a quintessential accent. You look so pretty.
Can I turn this down a little bit?
Oh yeah, whatever you want.
So I'm Catriel.
Hi, I'm Raina Soul.
I'm Chris.
Victoria.
We're going to be diving into our psychic and intuitive gifts today during Merrrcury Retrograde. So I'm going to do a little bit of speaking stuff and then we'll get to the good stuff. Alright. So I put this class together because a lot of people want to know how to utilize their gifts and what better time to do so during Merrrcury Retrograde. And want to actually talk on ethics for a moment, especially when we're dealing with opening and closing down, and going into the etheric realm. Like how That's great. My exact point right now. Energy speaks, guys. On that note, a little bit of ethics here. First thing we do when we even do a class or open up our channel is always set sacred space. And how we did that was taking sage, you can use Palo Santo, incense, and just allow yourself to feel those smells and allow yourself to be grounded and really feel comfortable in the space you're in. And second, always protect yourself, like be mindful of what you're opening up and what you're opening up to. So always kind of imagining yourself in, an energetic shield or bubble, for when you're using your gifts. Like with that intention in mind. And then, of course, that energetic bubble for when you close down you know? Close down your channel, because really we shouldn't be walking around with our channel open all the time. That can be very exhausting. And third, if you open something up, close it. Why do I say that? Is we're getting into, you know, energetics into higher places, and you know, that's what we call opening up a portal or a doorway. I like to bring in, like, I'm Jewish, so we have Shabbat, and we open up with a ceremony, and we close down Shabbat with a ceremony called Havdalah. So it's the same, it's ritual work, you know? Always, you know, open, close. And then, fourth, always ask permission. If you're gonna connect, especially with another being, you know, or do any type of energy work, or use any of your gifts, and it involves another person, always ask permission. And of course, lastly, always operate with love, light, integrity, and truth. That's how we really stay, you know, in our heart space, and you know, in a good space, you know. So I want to start with actually doing a little meditation, and I'm gonna grab these. So
cool.
So for those of you guys at home, I thought someone was spelled. I was like, what? I'm a Orasoma practitioner, and I love to use Orasoma products. So I have what is called the quintessence. Quintessence is it's a nice little beautiful essential oil, in a sense, that helps us connect to the higher realms. And this particular quintessence is associated with Lady Portia. So how we start off, if you feel like sitting or standing or whatever you feel, we're gonna put some on our receiving hand, right on the wrist. And we're gonna rub them together, but I'll do that with you guys.
Almost fell off.
It happens.
When you say on your receiving hand,
Whatever you feel is receiving.
what do you mean by receiving hand?
Oh, so like we have an energy flow, and most of the time, like our dominant hand would be the output, and then our receiving hand is like anything coming in. So it's like it's our non-dominant hand. So it's
I don't know. I feel like I always put my crystals on my receiving hand because I'm like pulling energy through there. I don't know.
I love that. Yeah. So let's take a moment and just really connect. Allow ourselves to really put up our energetic shields. Connecting with our crown, allowing it to open up. Allowing spirit to come through and activate this space. Down into our third eye. Receiving any visions.
Candle possibly. Lighting a candle.
Okay. down into our throat chakra, illuminating truth. Down into our hearts, activating the love space for all messages. Into our solar plexus, where our wisdom is. Into our sacral, connecting with one another. Down into the root. So we can receive this information from the divine source. When you feel complete, just open your eyes. How do you guys feel?
Good. I like that stuff. All that stuff.
Some good stuff. Lady Portia.
I feel soft. Does it just soften?
I really love using the quintessence to open up, because it really does bring a completely different effect to things. And it's you can see a clear difference between where you were and how you feel now. And I feel the softness as well. Alright. So do you guys know what Merrrcury Retrograde is?
A chaotic time of change. I don't know exactly.
Okay.
It's when the planet doesn't it shifts slightly in a different direction. It starts going, orbiting.
So, Merrrcury Retrograde is I'll read what I have here so it'll flow.
Okay.
It's approximately every 100 days, and it happens 3 times a year. It's the planet Mercury is the planet of connection and communication. When it's in retrograde, it appears to look like it's going counterclockwise. I love how it appears to look like, which is very interesting to me. And we're currently right now in a Merrrcury retrograde period. And that happens for about approximately 30 days. Sometimes it's like 28. And then also, Merrrcury is also related to the Gemini energy. Also the Virgo energy. 2 different feels to it though. Right now we are in a Merrrcury retrograde in Gemini. So that's really interesting.
In Gemini season.
In Gemini season.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. And we'll be in Merrrcury retrograde from May 29th up until June 22nd. And so a lot of people have a lot of different beliefs in regards to Merrrcury in retrograde. Personally, what I have found it to be a very productive time for me to utilize my gifts, because essentially what Merrrcury is doing is it's allowing us to kind of reflect Exactly, the card.
Taking way too
I
long.
know.
I had too much Mercury energy. That episode was too fast.
We
Just
got
slow
it.
down.
Yeah, so it's a time for us to reflect. For some of us, it is going inward. To reevaluate some of the decisions we've made. Maybe who we hang out with. Where we want to be with our communications. Essentially, it's kind of like if say you are a right brain thinker, very creative, it can bring out in you a completely different side where maybe more logical may come in, which is really interesting.
That's fun.
It is fun. Some people look at it maybe from, I operate more from the divine masculine, and now I'm feeling a little bit more divine feminine. Again, Gemini season can really bring that out in you as well. But there's a lot of different ways to look at it, and for me, I've been studying Merrrcury Retrograde since 2018, and what I've known is I have a really strong connection with Source during this time, and for me that indicates, hey, let's utilize that since we have the planet saying we hear all this talk about Merrrcury in retrograde bringing up devices failing and stuff like that, our communication devices, phones, technology. Oh, maybe it's because we're supposed to be utilizing a different technology, and that's our connection with our inner compass, with Source, and it's we can go deep if we want. So that's why I really chose to do this during this time, because we can benefit from it greatly. So I want to start by, let's look at our astrology for certain things, because part of our spiritual gifts is knowing how to cultivate them. So what do we innately have? And the best way to look at that is through our astrology chart. So we're going to go through our sun sign, our earth sign, our moon sign, and our rising. You can do this with any, of course, but I like to go with those 4 primary. So you wanna let's all share our sun signs. Pisces. Virgo. Leo. All right. I'm Scorpio.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! So, I actually wrote up some cards. That apparently I did not put all the way in order. And these are based on Zodiac energy, what our empath skills are. Yeah. So actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have us say our sun sign. We said our sun signs. I'm going to have us go through the other signs, and then it kind of acknowledges what we're looking for, and then I'm going to read these, because all will benefit, because we're all Zodiac energies. All right. What is your moon sign? Scorpio. Aries. Virgo. And I'm Cancer. And then
double water. Right? Yeah, so far.
Yeah, so far, yeah. Alright, let's do our rising.
Scorpio.
Another Scorpio. Oh, God.
That's what I said.
Gemini.
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 Rising.
I believe, yeah, it's just.
Oh, yeah, it is Gemini rising.
Stopped for a minute.
And then Sag rising. And the Earth. Do you guys know what your Earth sign is?
I don't.
I can.
So I can tell you right off the bat what yours is, and I'll explain. So your Earth sign is 180 degrees away from your Sun sign.
Aquarius.
Okay, so it's the opposite of your sun sign?
Exactly.
Aww.
So, yours would be Virgo. Yours would be Pisces. Yours would be Aquarius. And mine would be Taurus. So that, I want to write a book on this at some point.
Mine's Virgo.
Virgo, yes. And, people don't realize how important our Earth sign is, but we're here on the Earth. We should know how we connect to it, right? And that is an indicator on how we really connect with the Earth. So, I'm going to go through these empathic skills. We have Aries right here. And it says, Aries' empathic skill is the fauna empath, which is the force of spring, naturally stepping into the energy of inspired action. So the Aries energy can naturally, take inspired action and really harness that energy. It knows what to do with that strong passionate, those strong passionate feelings and desires, and how to really take this inspired action to actualize it into existing, and to start things. It's an initiator sign. This thing again, low battery. We'll see how far this goes. Does anybody have any questions on that? Okay. I'm gonna leave them in the middle.
Cool. So I wanted to see this.
Then you have, the Taurus empath skill, which is physically receptive. And it can mirror the emotions of others into their physical body from all around them. Can connect with others in the etheric realm and identify their specific energetic imprint. So one thing I started when I started studying the empath skills for what I naturally have within me, especially tapping into the earth. This is my earth sign. I always wondered why I could feel other beings' energies and identify who they are. And I started going deeper into that, and I was like, oh my gosh, I talked to a few Tauruses, and they naturally have this gift too. And then I also talked to some Scorpios, and I said, there's something to this. So, it's really cool because we can really feel those energies. And sometimes we can feel, that's why it's so important to put up our shields, because as an empath, you feel things differently. And with the Taurus energy, they can actually feel even ailments, like when someone is sick. I mean, that's pretty heavy duty, but, we don't have to take those things on. But it helps us to relate and to go deeper to help people. And that's the way I like to use these gifts. So then we have Gemini. So we got two here, right?
Risings.
Risings. So the Gemini is the telepathic empath, which is they're extremely sensitive individual who can attune to the communications all around, such as other people's thoughts. So like part of Merrrcury is really tapping into thoughts and communications, and Gemini definitely has that.
Yep.
Yep.
And I'm just like figuring it out, man. Just learning the Gemini, and it's
routines and organizational processes, you know, with efficiency.
Yeah.
Gemini stuff too.
Yeah. Let's see here. So we have Cancer next. My moon. Okay. So this is actually called the chameleon empath, or the pure empath. They can mirror any emotion around them, has the opportunity to cultivate deep caring within their being because they can feel so much. God, is it true? Leo is next. So this is an interesting one. And ironically, we're going to be working with this one tonight. So the Leo is a psychometric empath. They can feel the emotions of someone who has touched something they have been touched. We have confirmations. It's so interesting because I've really played with this energy. Especially like if you touch something that's old, you know, ancient, and you can really go inward and see a journey of how like things are connected to that object, and it's really quite cool. Then we have, I love this one, the Virgo, okay? So the Virgo empath is the Flora empath. It can, let's see here. Can affect or be affected by flowers, plants, and trees around them. Also can talk to plants and tune into their frequencies for healing purposes. Can have a strong connection with the Fae energy.
I haven't tapped in that one yet, but unless I'm taking psychedelic mushrooms.
Well, there we go.
And then,
What do you feel like that's true?
I don't know. I don't think I can connect with Fae or anything. Pretty good at talking, connecting with animals and stuff, and I really like being around plants. I mean, like it's like going out. If I go out in the woods and walk out there for a half hour, I really feel like connected. But I don't know if that's just for everyone else. You know, like I think if anyone goes and walks in the woods for a half hour with their bare feet, it just really grounds you. But I feel like it cleans me out. So
Yeah.
forest therapy.
yeah. I don't know. Pretty accurate. I've never been crazy good at plant growing and stuff, so I don't know how much that relates. But I do like earth and plants and animals a lot.
I like that. So we have next is Libra. They are the emotionally receptive empath. Can feel the emotions of other people, and it can affect their judgment. Can also tune into others' emotions to highlight their balance, or where balance is needed. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
That's so hard.
Yeah, totally. Our friend Harmony definitely fits this one.
What a name to fit that one. Too.
Right. So we have Scorpio next. Oh God. Scorpio is actually the medium empath. They can feel spirits/entities and energies around them. Have the potential to go deep within realms and cultivate their energetic alchemy skills. Mediumship will be for another class. Then we have Sagittarius. They are the enlightened empath. Can sense the truth inside others, as well as identifying deep truths along their journey. Which is pretty cool and epic. I like that one. I can totally resonate. Then we have Capricorn. Capricorn is the geomantic empath. It can sense energies within places and is known as the feng shui detector. Can also tune into the land and the foundations of the earth. Totally fits Renata, my friend. Then we have Aquarius. The Aquarius is the Gaia empath. Can connect to everything and everyone around them, including the earth. Can naturally feel into how everything and everyone can come together as one. Does that feel for your earth?
Walking there.
Walking there. I like that. I love how it's a journey.
Walking there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we got, last but not least, Pisces. Is the astral empath. Can sense what is going on in different planes of existence and can feel something before someone knows what they are feeling, as well as knowing things before they happen. Yeah.
I went out a few nights ago and I was like, I wonder what characters will be in my movie tonight. And I felt like really good about it. I'm like, I'm gonna run into someone who like I really want to see. And I was in downtown St. Pete and Shalom came up to me and Rabia like immediately when my friend set up to play music.
That's amazing.
But I was like, I'm gonna see somebody I really want to see tonight.
I love that.
It's so good.
That's pretty cool.
I feel like I have a lot of moments like that where I just like know before you really know.
Yeah. So, let me ask, was that helpful?
Yeah.
That was cool.
Cool. So, we're going to actually go into the game. This is fun. So, we have two people, two groups, I should say. And so, we're going to pick partners. And I'm going to explain, since there is 4 of us, and guys, you're just going to have to kind of observe. What we're going to do is we're going to pick a partner, of course, grab 3 items from the bag, and then that person across, you're going to read that person, like, so the person picks the items, and then the other person is going to read those items, whatever comes through, you know. Part of this is really trial and error, okay? And really just getting out of the mind and just allowing to just flow with what comes through. And there's a lot of different types of items in here. So it's going to bring up a lot of different, you know, maybe it may come through as an idea, it may come through as a visual. And this is where these kind of come in. It's like you kind of receive messages differently. Each one of us do. And this is, you have to play in order to figure it out. So does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
So, like for instance, Alright, let's pick partners first. Alright, partner.
Howdy, partner.
So what we're going to do is like we're all gonna pick 3 items, and then when I pick those items, you're gonna like, for instance, you're gonna read them, okay? And then I'm gonna read the items that you picked. Does that make sense? Vice versa. Yeah.
We're reading them energetically.
We're reading them energetically, and we're going to maybe get on the ground or something for this one, or have 2 different spots so it's not like too much energy at one point. So why don't you start
Picking 3 items out.
picking 3 items?
Would you rather us not know?
Yeah, blindly just put your hand in. I know, leap of faith. I knew this was gonna happen.
I'm allowed to look at them.
You're allowed to look at them, and you're gonna have him read them because you chose it. Does that make sense?
So I'm picking 3 items. It's okay if other people see them?
Yeah, totally. Just
Do I look at them?
no. I mean, yeah, you can look at them. Just don't go in the bag and look. Just randomly.
Yeah, but once I pull them out, I look at them.
Yeah, and then you're going to, since you're touching them and everything like that, you're going to shift them over to him to read, and vice versa. You're going to shift them over to her to read yours. And you guys can choose who wants to go first.
Should I analyze these with my senses right
Just-
now?
Yeah, just hold them.
There's all kinds of things going on. That one's tripping me out a little bit.
Sensitives. Alright.
This is, I don't even want to say.
Okay.
I don't know what we're doing specifically with trading.
Yeah, well, I'll
And
just wait
then-
till he picks them and maybe you can help instruct us.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to know. We got these 3 items and the 3 cool items.
Wow. Do you feel anything from them?
Yeah, I feel stuff on it, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
I feel something.
Ooh.
What is this? Ooh. Oh, that's funny. Thanks for reading 4. Spirit just spoke. That's weird. Okay, so we're going to kind of like, maybe you guys can go here, or we can go over here, something like that. That'll work. Yeah, that works. And guys, actually I'm gonna just do this and it'll be easier. So what I did is essentially put random things into a bag, grabbed a partner, and I took 3 items out, and then I'm going to give them to my partner to read, okay? So let me know how you guys do with this. I'm pretty sure my phone will die if I don't shut it off now, but you can always do this on your own with a partner. And thank you for tuning in. Love you all. Divine, beautiful souls. Meh. Ah.